This newscast is brought to you by Haven, helping all victims in need of Armstrong County. They will be holding discussion groups focused on domestic violence in rural parts of the county. For details, see the events page of the Pennsylvania Equality Project website, paequality.com. From the PEP Radio Newsroom, these are the stories we are covering at this hour. The head of the beleaguered U.S. Postal Service, Louis DeJoy, resigned Monday after nearly 5 years in the position and following recent protests by postal workers concerned about the direction of the agency. DeJoy had said last month he planned to step down but hadn't set a date. Deputy Postmaster General Doug Tulino will take on the role until the Postal Service Board of Governors names a permanent replacement. I believe strongly that the organization is well positioned and capable of carrying forward and fully implementing the many strategies and initiatives that comprise our transformation and modernization. And I have been working closely with the Deputy Postmaster General to prepare for this transition, DeJoy said in a statement. He added that much work remains that is necessary to sustain our positive trajectory. The National Association of Letter Carriers President Brian L. Renfro said in a statement Monday that the union stands ready to work with whomever the board selects as the next Postmaster General. The future of the Postal Service is on the line, and choosing someone with innovative ideas and appreciation for our constitutionally mandated service is essential, Renfro said. And now this news. A surge of grant cancellations hit researchers focused on the health of LGBTQIA plus people last week, as the Trump administration continues to target what it describes as ideologically driven science. Last week, the U.S. government terminated at least 68 grants to 46 institutions, totaling nearly $40 million when awarded, according to a government website. Some of the grant money had already been spent, but at least $1.36 million in future support was yanked as a result of the cuts. A significant undercount because estimates were available for less than a third of the grants. Most were in some way related to sexual minorities, including research focused on HIV prevention. Other canceled studies centered on cancer, youth suicide, and bone health. Health and Human Services spokesperson Andrew Nixon said the agency is dedicated to restoring our agencies to their tradition of upholding gold standard evidence-based science. The grants were awarded by the National Institutes of Health, an agency under HHS. One canceled project at Vanderbilt University had been following the overall health of more than 1,200 LGBTQ plus people age 50 and older. Most of the money has been spent from the grant funding the project, but it was up for renewal in April, said Tara McKay, who leads Vanderbilt's LGBTQ plus policy lab. She said the grant won't be renewed because of the termination, which jeopardizes any long-term results. Still, the Vanderbilt project has already generated 24 published papers, including work used to train doctors to provide better care to LGBTQ plus people, increasing the likelihood of cancer screenings and other preventative care. That saves us a lot of money in healthcare and saves lives, McKay said. Insights from minority populations can increase knowledge that affects everyone, said Simon Rosser, who studies cancer in gay and bisexual men at the University of Minnesota. And we close with this news from Philadelphia. Mayor Cherelle Parker announced that Tyrell Brown has been named the new director of Philadelphia's Office of LGBTQ plus Affairs. Brown's hiring on Friday came alongside several other appointments to city leadership positions. Brown replaces Celena Morrison-McLean, who left the role in November. I'm ready to do this job. I'm ready to do this work with our community, for our community, to make our community safer and more prosperous and more equitable. And I can't say enough about how proud I am to be here, Brown said during a press conference. Brown formerly was the executive director of GALAI, which supports queer, trans, Black, Indigenous, and people of color. They founded the GALAI's Philly Pride 365 program. Hey, I'm not from Philadelphia, which hosts the city's Pride Festival in June, and Our Fest, a parade and festival for National Coming Out Day in October. I believe that's Outfest. Outfest. At any rate, Brown also is a longtime community organizer and former early childhood educator. That's the news at this hour. Download the Live 365 app to take PEP Radio with you wherever you go. Now back to more music on PEP Radio.